Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a peacock look, which is this look you see here. It features the sample Beauty Hydrographic palette, which I will link in the description, and it also features some rather magical glitter flakes by VE Cosmetics, which I will also link in the description. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new, it's brilliant to have you here. We do all sorts of things. We do makeup, we do fashion, crafting, jewellery, all sorts of things. And if you're not new and you've come back, I just want to say thank you very much for coming back. So, if you would like to learn how to do this peacock look, a nice subtle look for any weekday and highly wearable, if you're me, then please just keep on watching. So I've primed my eyes already with the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base, and I've also lined my eyes already. I think last time I mentioned that I'd been given this P. Louise and Mama Mitchell Acid Rain in the shade Glow Girl, and I've used this on my waterline, and then I put a bit of Barry M waterproof black eyeliner around my tight line. So off we go then, and I have the Sample Beauty Hydrographic palette. Now this is a fantastic palette, highly recommend Sample Beauty. As you can see, the colours are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Hit pan on 2, so looking forward to getting a new one of those quite soon. I have in fact done a couple of peacock look eyes before. That's easy for me to say, but I did get a request quite recently to do a tutorial on them, so here we go. I'm going to start off. I'm probably going to use mainly the mattes in this palette, so I'm going to start off with the dark purple, which is called Anemone, which is this one here, and we'll start off with that. So the last time I put a video up, I was about to do a 10k, the Brighton Marathon 10k, and as I'm sure all of you that are not new will know, it's one of my passions, running, and inspiring other people to think that running is not difficult and that anyone can do it. I mean, it's quite difficult when you start off, obviously, but so didn't do too badly. I'm going to try and do a sort of round shape today. Yeah, didn't do too badly. The days before, I hadn't run since I think about Tuesday, and the race was on the Sunday, so I was sort of paranoid about injuring myself, and it's a whole thing. When I go like that, I'm blowing the fallout off my nose. So that's that eye started, and then we'll go over to this other eye. Yes, so I'm just going to take a sort of medium sized fluffy brush and just soften the edges. What was I going to tell you? Oh yes, back in the day, that is prior to having my lungs bollocksed up by chemo and prior to having an artificial hip, I used to be able to do a flat 10k in, I think my best time was 48 minutes. And so when I did the one last week in 1 hour 6 minutes, I was actually not that disappointed, to be fair. And my friend Josie, who you know, Josie the author, she helped me across the line.
Well, we're running for the Sussex Cancer Fund, but we first met when we were going through cancer in 2017. We both had breast cancer, and we were running through our treatment, and we did the Bright Marathon 10K in 2017 together.
And you've written a book about your experiences. Tell us a little bit about the book.
The book's a novel, and it's called Cancer Ladies Running Club, and it was inspired by my experience of going through the 10K race. And I wanted to write something about what it feels like to go through cancer, that's something that's positive and uplifting and hopeful. So I haven't soft-soap cancer because it's not, a difficult subject, but it's a message, it's got a message of positivity and hope, and it's about putting one foot in front of the other. This woman told me that.
I know, I've known Jane for a really long time, haven't I? And I know that is exactly your ethos, and like you basically, I can't say the word, but you wouldn't take any about anything.
No.
And you are now doing well, you're well?
Yes, I'm completely well. 2017, I had everything, the surgery, the chemo, the radiotherapy. Then sadly, I had to have my hip replaced. But I carried on running through that. Maybe not quite so far, maybe not quite so fast, but I carried on running, and I tried to inspire other ladies in a similar boat to carry on running too.
I know you, and I know you are incredibly inspirational. So you're running for the Sussex Cancer Fund. Will you be running again in April, do you think?
Who knows?
Who knows? Never say never.
Never say never, yeah, never say never.
We'd love to have you back. Go and celebrate. How are you going to celebrate?
Oh, we just have a drink and have a bit of food and meet the gang.
Yeah, and tune in to my YouTube channel, Jane Wills.
Massively good plug. Loving it. So lovely to see you again, Jane. Congratulations to you both. Go and have an amazing day.
Thank you. Thank you, Bright Marathon.
Thank you, Bright Marathon.
It was so hot. Oh my goodness, it was hot. Ridiculously hot, in fact. And yeah, very difficult on the last couple of kilometres with that sort of really scorchio heat. I don't like running in the summer at the best of times, and that is not the best of times. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the dark blue, which is called Atlantis. I did have a tea towel somewhere to rub this brush on, but I'll just use this bit of thing that I've got here. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who wished me well for the race. That was jolly nice of you. And I could obviously feel all your good wishes on the way round, helping me along. It was quite bizarre actually, because there were so few spectators. Normally with these things there's just, well, prior to the apocalypse obviously, there's been, really quite big crowds, but pandemic has put paid to that, it would seem. So I'm just blending the purple and the dark blue together as best I can, and I will join them at the top eventually when we get to the green. So bear with, and I'll just do the other eye. There we go. So it's on the way. It's definitely getting there. With a peacock look, I like to try and keep it quite round, and then if I do need to put any angles in, I'll use the eyeliner for that. And I am doing two eyes together because I think it's nice for you to see that, because my eyes, the hoodedness is quite different on one eye to the other eye. You can see, and maybe it'll help you when you come to do your eyes if they're very different. It's about sort of taking a step back and looking at what the actual overall look is, rather than trying to put something in this place and then repeat it in this place. Because if you do that, sometimes you end up with it looking skew-whiff because your eyes aren't equal. if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm just going to go in with a little tiny bit of the blue called Dory, because that's a little bit of a God, I can't speak today. Little bit of a brighter blue, and we're going to put this over the top of the dark blue. And the dark blue just gives it a nice bit of depth. And I'll put a little bit of it in the middle there. There we go. So I'll take another fluffy brush, slightly bigger this time, and just start working on the edge of this nice blue colour. Oh, you're right, you're absolutely right. I forgot to put the blue there. Thanks for reminding me. There we go. What else? I will probably be doing a rather nice haul video for you, because you know I said last time, and for new people you can go back and watch the last video if you want to, about being retired, and I had a very nice retiring gift from my work of a Beauty Bay voucher and a Boots voucher, and I've already got a Beauty Bay haul in my grasp, and I would like to show you what I got from there. I haven't got a Boots one yet, but you're just going to have to wait for that until I either have time to go down to the shop in the town or get round to doing it online, just whichever comes first. And you'll have to have two hauls, so sorry, but there we go. And while we're on the subject of Beauty Bay, that's where you can pick up this hydrographic palette for not much money actually. I think it's about £6, something like that. Yeah, ridiculously cheap. So let us start in with the greens. Now there's two here. There's three. Lagoon, Plankton and Phyto. Lagoon is sort of a bluey green, so what we'll do is use a very small end of brush and just put a little tiny bit around the edge, and then we'll go in and blend that. And then we'll go in with a slightly darker. I told you I cannot speak today. I do not know what is going on. So I'm going in with the Plankton, which is the sort of more greeny green. And this one I'll put a little bit under here as well. And then we'll take this fluffy brush again. I don't think, oh, it has got a name. It's a Revolution brush, and it's an E103 in case you were interested in brushage. So what I'm going to do now is go back in with all the colours just to deepen them up, just to make sure that I've got enough of each colour and that each colour is blending in to its neighbour as I want it to, because you can never really be sure about these looks until you've gone over it at least a couple of times. And while I'm doing that, I will just tell you that this lovely headdress that I've got here, there's a little tiny spider here, there's a nice snake here, and a slightly bigger spider in this flower. And I got the actual headdress in Shop of Shops, the lovely Primark, and it was on sale because obviously they're getting rid of all their summer stuff. It was on sale for, I think it was £4, and I naturally thought, a nice headdress, what that needs is some spooky creatures. So I spooky creatured it up, and I think it looks quite nice, and I think it goes with this look as well, which is the main thing, obviously. Let's have a bit of green, another bit more of green. And then I have got somewhere, oh here it is, another fluffy brush, which, oh it's another Revolution 103, I must have more than I thought. And I'm going to go in with the Phyto colour, because that's a nice bright, almost yellow green. And that will also go here. And take of course some up here. Right, you might be thinking, and you'd be right, that I've missed a great big bit out the middle, and that's because I want to do an extra specially interesting bit in the middle. I'm just taking a clean brush now and blending out the edges of everything, so it doesn't look too mad. I mean, it does look mad, obviously, but not too mad. So we'll take that out to the edges there a bit. And then I will take my Ultimate Eye Base and a tiny, tiny, tiny flat brush, which is a Jessup 237 Detail Shader, and go in and make a spotlight shape in the middle. The way to make sure that you do this correctly is to just keep your eye very relaxed. Try and get the bottom a little bit wider than the top. Try and get it fairly equal in terms of, you don't want it to look like a Jenga pile that the cat's been having a go at. There we go. Put one on the other side. And that should be completely lopsided. Honestly, you young people with your symmetrical features, you don't know how lucky you are. It's very difficult when you've got asymmetrical eyes to get these things to look reasonably similar. Okay, let's say that that's all right. And if you're a new subscriber or a first-time viewer, I will take this opportunity to say that everyone is always very nice and sympathetic, and if I don't get it completely symmetrical, everybody's always very nice about it. So you're not allowed to have a go at me if I get it asymmetrical. Right, next I have here my lovely Witchcraft single by VE Cosmetics. It's called the Alchemy Single in Emerald Tablet. I'm going to try and put a bit of this on the top of that. So get some on the brush. The eye base is very sticky, so you have to make sure that you don't get it in the eyeshadow. I'm just trying to give it a bit of a leg up for what's coming next. I mean, it is a beautiful eyeshadow, and you could, oh, that Jessup brush is behaving badly. You could like carry on, layering it up and get a result that looks like what's in the eyeshadow pan. But I have decided, where is it? Here we go, to try out this MUA glitter glue and some VE Cosmetics glitter flakes. Now I've got two here. I've got this one, which is called Esoteric, and this other one here, which is called Truth. And I've mixed them up together in a little tray, and I'm going to see if I can make them work together. So we put a bit of glitter glue on, get some of these flakes on the brush. Oh, that's not bad. That is not a bad glue. As you can see, the flakes weigh nothing, and therefore go everywhere if you are not careful. Oh yeah, that's nice. So half a mo while I do the other eye. So absolutely no exhalation permitted anywhere near this glitter, because I mean, how they manufacture it, I'd love to know. I mean, VE Cosmetics, if you're watching and you'd like to invite me on a tour of how you make these things, I'd be very happy to find out. That'd be absolutely fascinating. Right, pop that over there. Get the old blending brush back and try and work with the colours and the flakes rather than against them. They are everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Have I got a clean? I'm just looking to see if I've got a clean brush. Right, so that was the VE Cosmetics glitter flakes in Esoteric and Truth mixed up together, and I think they look rather super actually. Yeah, so I'm going to put some eyeliner on, and this is the Essence Liquid Ink. And here is the final look. Unfortunately, the footage of me putting the lipstick on has been lost. It has fallen through the cracks of the great YouTube mystery that is my filming. So I'll just show you what I used. It's the VE Cosmetics Witchcraft Liquid Moisture Lipstick in the shade Spaceman. And it is the Lottie London Lip Foil, which started off life as very white and sparkly. The shade is called Over It, but I've used it to go over lots of blue and purple lipsticks in the past, so it has taken on a bit of that purple and blue colour itself. So it's a nice sort of mixture. I wish I had some sort of way of putting green and blue and purple all together, but I can't think of one at the moment. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Please, if you do get the chance to subscribe and you haven't yet, I would very much appreciate it if you would. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up whether you liked it or not. Follow me on all the things, buy me a Ko-fi, and of course remember that even though things are getting back to normal, you need to keep yourself as safe as you need to keep yourself. Go with your best instincts. Look after any plants and animals that are in your world and that you can give love to. People, plants and animals deserve it. And most importantly, my friends, please always stay strange. Bye for now, everybody.